What is up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know on how to play Diana jungle like a challenger. For starters, Diana jungle got buffed recently. Her buffs were extremely good. Her passive got huge changes, her attack speed. Now she's able to fight a lot better early game, and her early game clear is a lot faster, so we're going to capitalize that on the lot. For builds, there are a few options that I've been doing. I think Nashor's into Storm Surge extremely good with Zhonya's, or Lichbane into Storm Surge into Zhonya's also very strong. Those are like the two builds that I feel pretty confident that you should be able to do really well. For clear, Solo Raptor is generally really good. If you don't, or if you're not going to get a leech on your buff, for example, Solo Raptors is extremely good to do. In this game, we're going to do Solo Raptors, and we're going to just try to play for our farm, right? So Diana jungle is all about clear. It's all about full clearing. And here you angle your Q just to make sure you get that AoE on everything. So here I'm actually on a ward, and I'm against a Graves jungle, so that's kind of a bit of a concern for me, because I think it's something that I could have to worry about. So I'm going to go this way, so they don't know exactly which direction I went. And judging by the bot lane coming back to lane, it looks like Graves started red. But you can never be too sure. But you can always have an idea of where people start based off which laners come to lane late. You can do that by looking at the minimap or just clicking down to see where they are. So because my Raptors are rewarded, I'm going to do Krugs here. And now we're going to go on red. So Diana, a super fast full clear. You want to take advantage of that. And you just want to make sure you play for that full clear. You are a full clear gank jungler, and I think a lot of people are messing up on her by trying too many, aggressive plays earlier. So here we're going to smite and auto. And now we're going to play to see if our bot side's up. Level 3 Diana is quite strong at fighting. You just have to make sure you hit your Q into the E dash, and that's extremely good for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my blue first, because I just want to know if Graves invaded me, because he's a cheesing type jungler. And here, because he's not here, most likely we're fine then. And the thing about Diana jungle, you still want to cycle your abilities a bit to get the most out of her passive effect. So here you see I'm kind of like staggering my auto attacks with my, abilities. I don't want to use every spell instantly. I kind of want to play around with a few autos, like 2 to 3 autos, and then you want to use your next ability to get the most out of the attack speed bonus. So here we see Graves top side. What we want to do is click on him to see his buff. So we see red buff is timing out earlier before his blue buff. And what that tells us is pretty much that he started red, right? You can always click on them, look at the buff duration, right? You see it blue, the red. That tells us exactly what his clear is. And we're going to really, just kind of remember that, because if he did that clear, his bot side will be back up around 4 minutes, right? That's usually the respawn. 4 minutes, 4:20, that's the respawn on the second camp you do. So we're going to keep that in our mind. Here the crab is almost juked me there, but it's okay. When I play Diana, sometimes it's about avoiding people who are strong. Graves is an early game kind of, oppressive champion, so you always want to try to avoid that. Here I want to fight. If he walks in, he's going for my Krugs. That's something we can easily capitalize on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to flank him a bit here. I think he's all my Krugs right now, so we're going to ward over and then just look to go on him. We can actually win this fight quite easily. And when he dashes, we can easily go on him and just perma chase. With our last bit of dash, just perfectly sync there. So his top side's not up. So if I try to invade here, it's not good. His bot side's up. So he's probably going to go bot side right after this. But I'm generally pretty happy with this early game. I got to farm. I'm just all about these like good early fights while also playing for my farm. And also Void Grubs are 20. So if I want to play for Void Grubs, I have pretty much 2 options. I can base right now, or I could just stay and fight without an item buy. But I like to have an item buy when I do Void Grubs. So let's just base and be safe. So here are our builds. Like we said, we go Nashors or we go Lichbane. In this video, I'm going to teach you Lichbane. So we always go this component first. And you can get like, Amtone or Dagger like this. Mix it up a bit. This component's not that good. It actually got nerfed. So we try not to buy this component. Usually you want to buy it last. But you want to be cost efficient with your gold. If I could have bought this with this, that's really good. But always buy the blasting one. Very important. Also with Lichbane, you want to kind of get this and this first as well. So here I see Graves going bot side, so I'm just thinking about how I want to deal with this situation. Graves could easily do dragon, and I could also avoid, but I don't want to give him dragon. I think I'm strong enough to kill him on dragon. So what we're going to do is tell Talia to push, and I'm going to go fight him on dragon. Whether we have to flash or not, I'm going to go and check it out. It's a bit risky, but we always approach from this direction. Smite does 600. So we're just going to look to fight him first. We want him to kind of go out. And then this gives us full dragon control with Taliyah moving. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really strong. I have a much superior base than Graves. So I try to be aggressive with it. Usually Graves is sort of like that early game jungler. But Diana is actually quite strong early game here. We check camps. Raptors are down. Here we could go on her. There, you see how I E and I W'd? That situation, Taliyah hits a good knockup. If you can burst someone, you don't wait for the Q as much. You just E, W, Q them right in that combination. That's usually what you want to do in situations where you can just instant burst them. Here I want to do the crab first, and then I'm going to help everyone else on the Krugs. Taliyah's actually being really kind here. I don't know why she's helping me so much. We got to respect that love, the jungler. If you can get love as a jungler, you got to love it. Here, just make sure your passive's hitting all of them. And we just played a really good game. I'm really happy with this kind of situation. I remember we talked about earlier, Graves was bot side. He cleared his bot side. What does that mean? Well, his top side should be up, right? If he went bot side, then his Gromp should be up, his second Gromp should be up, and his second Wolf should be up. And for me, it's like, do I really want to run all the way bot side to maybe do nothing? Or do I want to just, you know, take another cycle of camps from him? And just keep watching how close I am for my Nashers by. And yeah, I kind of like the Lich Bane build, but I see a lot of people going Nashers, so I think it's quite good too. I just think Storm Surge is a really good second item, so you generally want to take advantage of that. Here, I think I'm going to cross mid. I don't think anything's going to happen here, but I just want to kind of cross. I don't think I'm going to die here, but I just have to respect it a bit. Graves' bot side's up, so we can easily heal or we can fight on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Raptors. I'm going to heal from Raptors. And here I have my passive stack. And we're able to kill there. Pretty much what you saw me do there is I pretty much stacked my passive on the jungle camp to get the passive auto, which is a high burst damage ability. And here I have to watch out. If Graves bases, he could instantly be here, so I have to respect that. I'm also short for my Nashers, so I have to watch out for that. But yeah, you stack your passes up. It's a very cool interaction. Boom. And then you go with the E flash combo. R as well. Very strong. Very good. Here, I'm kind of worried that I'm going to get Graves invaded or something. And I use all my resources. If you don't have R up, you don't have flash up as Dino, you're really vulnerable. You don't want to kind of like go too crazy. Here, we're going to have the Nashers buy. I've also been thinking about a different, like maybe a tank Dyna build. I think there is some hope for a tank Dyna build. Something like a Nashers, Riftmaker, Leandry's build with like Abyssal Mask might be good. I'm going to test out a lot of different stuff and see which builds actually, you know, like I find to be like viable. So far, this one into Storm Surge or, you know, Lich Bane into Storm Surge are really broken. You could go Nashers into Zhonya's, but I feel like you need a bit more damage when you play Diana. I feel like Zhonya's second is too expensive. And also doesn't give you like, well, it doesn't really give you snowball potential. Here, this Riven's all inning. But it looks like Yasuo survives all in, so if I want to fight, I'll fight after. You always prioritize the farm. If Riven was diving, like commitment, like, okay, maybe I'll skip a jungle camp. Here, what I want, if I want this gank to work, what do we need to do? We need Riven to all in. So Yasuo just has to bait it. So I'm going to hug right here. Because this is a perfect spot where Riven, if she Qs and E's in, we kill. So now we need her to Q one more time, and now she's pretty much dead. So champions like that, you just need them to commit their, you know, their movement ability, their dash. Like a Renekton would E and use his dash, right? You just have to wait for that opportunity. I think a lot of people have struggled with ganking is because you don't think about, you know, like the Riven, this person is gonna use his or her spells because she wants to kill this person, right? Like, so if I just wait for this opportunity, if I wait 3 seconds, Riven's gonna dash in. Why? Because Yasuo's low and she's healthy and she can kill, right? So it's like vice versa. Here, I need Taliyah to roam with me. We should kill these guys. This is enough clowning around. Cage just has to R here. Going. I can't dash through because of the thing, but I can now. I'm gonna take the lantern kite a bit. I'm trying to bait Jinx in a bit. Jinx is actually quite strong, so I have to respect that a bit. I believe Tilly has R coming up. Jinx is very cocky. So I'm going to try to one-shot Janna first. What we're going to do is E into Q. Q. Okay, actually. I should have went on the Jinx. That was my bad. I thought I would one-shot. But I guess not. Here we go. Magic Pen boots. And into Storm Surge. So Storm Surge, you have options. You know, you can go this item. You want movement, so you can go movement speed. Here, I like to one-buy this first if I can. I'm extremely strong at 2 to 3,000. Mistakes like that not going to happen again. Inori's too smart for them. I'm intelligent. I'm not going to underestimate Janna's shield and how strong it was. I really thought I would one-shot her. It surprised me there. Here, I'm pretty happy with the situation. We should just fight. I have flash, so what am I going to do? I'm going to flash on the Jinx, right? I'm going to R here, just kill the... I still can flash. I'm not going to let her base, so I need Thresh to chase with me. Here, we're just going to keep chasing. I have E in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here we can actually chase. The reason why we can use this. And just like kind of use the minion to dash for us. Very cool interaction. I mean, just you know, a little trick, a little trick. Just stack up your passive before you're gonna do something. 1, 2, and then you get like an extra 300. Oh, dude, I'm actually trolling. Oh, I should. How did I miss that Q on Grizz? I think I could have killed if I hit that Q. I'm pretty sure they can kill here too. You just have to auto jank Caitlyn. Or not, but anyways, I'm gonna go Zhonya's here. So I'm pretty happy that 1,000 gold is gonna help us carry this game like we've never carried before. I don't want them to get Dragon. I would love to fight them here. My team is actually very, what do I call it? And they're buffoons, but we can play around that. Hopefully I can actually go on them. I just want to kill the Graves here. On the dragon would be huge. Yes, we can. Oh, I'm trolling with this smite. How did I mess that smite up? Jinx is really low. What the fuck? I'm gonna probably steal his jungle now. See if Janna walks this way. If not, we're just gonna keep farming. A little bit of damage on her, not really committing anything, checking camps. Once I get the Zhonya's, I'll be able to kind of outplay really well. We do want to just play for farm. Nothing too crazy yet. You know, topside's up, so I do want to play for topside farm. Ahri, realistically, I'm not going to be killing her. So what we're going to play is around objectives, around my R and stuff like that. Here I could potentially kill her. Jinx shouldn't be able to fight us here. It's quite crazy in my opinion. Oh. That's a kill. Remember, always charge up your passive if you want to do like a quick combo, a little 1-2 Mike Tyson punch combo. Always stack up that passive. That was a really good play by Talia. I'm happy. And remember, Diana's a farm jungler. Even though I'm farming champions a bit, you just have to be like rapidly, sort of like the way you play, the way you should look at it is like a plague of locusts. Like you want to be like a plague of locusts going around consuming all resources in your path and you just keep moving forward. That's sort of how you want to do it. In a very simple way. Just imagine yourself being part of a plague of locusts. You are the locust plague and you just keep consuming everything. So here, whenever I see another jungle camp, I'm just consuming it. I'm moving to the next one. And it's like if you just run out of stuff, you just go and go kill someone. But, you know, just keep moving with your farm cycle. And here I'm going for Zhonya's. I have the stopwatch back. on base. It's pretty good base timer. And here, even though I'm like I just want Zhonya's. It's a really powerful buy. And other components are really good. You know, Lich Bane can be good later. Avoid extremely important later in the game. Death Cap if you're ahead. Also very strong. Talia's playing quite well. So what do we do when we have someone we think is playing decent? Well, we kind of want to keep playing with them. So far, I think she doesn't really need me, so I'm going to farm. But yeah, we always remember, we play with the person who's doing well. And we try to play away from the people who are doing not so well. Here, I think Jinx will come bot side. Or someone will come bot side. So what we do is we kind of wait in path. Should be able to reach her here. I have Lantern. And I saw a flash. A bit spicy, I know. Headshot. Oh, I shouldn't have gave it to Jinx. There I tagged the Graves with one ability. I tagged him with my Q, the Moonlight, you get able to get the second dash. And if you dash with them, you know, of course, you have the extra dash as well, so I'm pretty happy. Good fight, good bait. I mean, Diana potential really broken. I think she's extremely good. Very good AP jungler right now. And here I'm going to base and I'm going to spend all my Zhonya's. Situations like this, you just have to think about, you know, what you're trying to do. Like, if you're trying to carry, you need carry items. You need, like, Void Staff, right? Enemy team, we have an AP mid. So if we have an AP mid and I'm AP jungle, the enemy team will probably end up building a lot of MR, right? So we need to have Void Staff in preparation of that. If they're not really going to build MR, then Death Cap will spike us really hard. But most likely we're going to have Death Cap and what's it called? I have W still. Holy shit, that was a spicy situation. They're fire everything! Sir, she's too tanky for us. But fire everything again. I think I one-shot her if she's here. Respecting if she's there, but otherwise should be able to kill her here. One shot. Just playing around vision, you know, just using the lantern, playing around their hearts, stringing them up like a little decimation machine. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Here you can always Q the dragon if you stand like right here. The sweet spot is like, you see this little leaf here? That's like the sweet spot. Just for you guys to practice that more and more. Here I could base, I could go like the quiet Void Staff, but sometimes I like the strong Void Staff. Both are good. The selfish one, there's two types of Void, Crypto Bloom, and they're both extremely good, so I don't think it's wrong to have either one sort of in your champion pool. I think usually it's like if you really want to carry harder, you know, more damage, right? More damage, more money. But realistically, I think you just don't worry so much about that and just go for whatever has. You know, whatever you generally have a good base for, I think is perfectly okay. Here, I don't really think I need to base. I also want to see if I can get a pick around Baron. And then maybe we can do a Baron. Check jungle camp cycles. I think what's happening is Janna will go this way to ward. Or Jinx will come here and we can kill. So I just want to see. Could try, but Graves is around. Very ambitious for this guy. I'm still tanking. I have Lantern or Zhonya's. but interesting. Here, if I do red, I can heal up. I think red's gone. He has the red buff, yeah. So now I actually do want to base, and we want to play around Baron, and this is how I end. Diana's super good at objectives, super good at doing Baron, so I just keep farming. I play around objectives and like Baron, for example. In this situation, I'll probably go blue orb, and I'll probably stop the Ahri split, and then I'll go Baron. And from there, like, this is usually how you want to play. Really, like, farm. For you guys, really farm. Focus on farming. Here we use the minion to get the reset. Can juke out her charm if she throws one out. But yeah, I'm not like super committed on the Ahri chase. My charm here, I just want to juke it or be ready to juke it. But it's not really doing much damage. I'm gonna E on him. Keep the chase going. And yeah, that was just an R flash combo. Something you can easily practice on your own. R flashing is really OP. Catches people off guard. You know, I R flash. Why? Because there's more... Like, Ahri is not as important as getting on the Graves Janna. And if I stay on Janna and Graves, or if I stay on Ahri while they're like there, it's really bad. So here I'll do Baron. Super good at doing Baron. Eat the fruit fast, and then we're gonna do the Baron. If you can get someone else to tank, always let someone else tank it. But here, I'll start tanking. But here, ideally, I want Yasuo to tank. And you see the passive damage is insane. 1,000 each auto. If you want someone else to tank, you just have to kind of stay back. Very broken, very good. Here's the items. Like here, if you're ahead, Depth Cap will... You know, if you're trying to one-shot people, if you want to carry, Depth Cap will just give you the most damage. So I'll probably sit on sort of like a large rod. And then I'll buy like a pod. So I buy one of these, right? And here I'll probably go blue pod. I'm just maximizing my damage. I don't think they have anything to kill me. There are some situations where Banshees could be okay, but yeah, I'm not that interested in right now. You could also sell Storm Surge for like Lich Bane or for Shadow Flame, also very good. I'd rather sell it for Lich Bane if anything, just so you can continue having that movement speed. But yeah, usually my build will end up like this. Either instead of having Nashers, I would probably have Lich Bane. I might actually sell Nashers for Lich Bane too. That would be like my build paths. If you're trying to carry, that's like the way to go. There's nothing like crazy about it. Just very simple. It's a really good build. You should build well. These are the best items. You're going to do really well if you build like this and you think with me. Remember, farm. You are our farming jungler. Here, I think someone might be walking, trying to defend mid tower. Like this guy. So you can just kill him here. Here, I don't want Jinx to walk back, but I don't have a dash. Right, so I'm not much I can do about that. You always have to wait out the E cooldown when you burst someone with it. I use 2 on him. Here I have a flash combo I can use to one-shot. Zanya's 2. Obviously, Jinx flashed it. I didn't have flash to wait out her flash, but it's okay. Oh, if you guys like the video, be sure to like, subscribe, follow if you haven't already. Check out my stream as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck in your games.